Alright, hey everyone, Wonderbot here, and welcome to Genshin Impact. It's, as far as I can tell, a action RPG gacha game in the same vein as Breath of the Wild. At least a lot of people have drawn the comparisons. My bet is it's actually not very Breath of the Wildy apart from just base aesthetic first impressions, and otherwise it's going to be much more just open world, fight stuff, maybe a story. And it's, while it has a single-player campaign, it does have online co-op. It's not really an MMO, but it's kind of MMO-ish, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see. Fair warning, audio balance might be a little weird as we get in, because I don't see settings here. I think this is a calendar, and I want nothing to do with that. Yeah, okay.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
Oh, I can select a twin. Okay, well. Answer your name, Durbo.
Give my sister back! And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. When I woke, I was all alone, until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
Okay, so adventure rank 1, need to navigate things, Durbo, gotcha. Stamina bar. Well, visually I'm digging this. It's very colorful, and the environment looks quite nice. Okay, so we can evade, click to attack, pretty basic. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects, whoosh. Gonna turn down the sound effects a little bit. Because I think the voice acting is at a good volume. It's just the everything else needs to be down just by a smidge. Alright, this should be good. See, my problem is, I always want the voice acting to be so much louder than everything else. Oh, but you're probably going to be hearing the character shouting constantly. Not much I can get around that. I hate battle voices. Anyway, so... Okay, so this is a teleport waypoint. Open the world map, select unlocked teleport waypoint, teleport to that location. Cool. Follow the mini-map to your destination. M to open the world map. I mean, might as well. So, big island, couple of different teleportation things, or maybe these are something else. I don't know.
The path ends here. Guess we'll just have to climb. depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover. Okay,
So can I
let's
just...
take the route we planned.
So
We're
I can
off
just...
to a statue of the seven. Which of the seven are you looking for exactly?
Okay. So, comparisons to Breath of the Wild might be a little closer. The whole climbing thing is kind of nice. Alright. Just absorb food. I don't actually know if I have any feasible use for all this food. But I'm gonna grab as much as I can. Alright. What is this? Egg? Yum, egg. Alright, what else do we have around here? Because, like, clearly there's a lot of stuff. Maybe you do a lot of cooking. Well, if it is what it is, I will gladly do it. Looks like there's a fair bit of fish. I'm going to operate under the assumption that I, myself, cannot just grab fish out of water. I have to do... Yeah, I have to do a fishing minigame. Okay. Still, I'm digging this. Let's see. Nearby. The real question is, how much off the beaten path do I bother with? You know what? We should probably focus on the plot, at least for a little while, and then decide if we want to keep going.
Wow.
Because what I want to do is adventure.
That's a statue of the seven. There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world. Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. Paimon's not sure whether the god you're looking for is the animal god, but Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's the reason why.
The Outlander who caught the wind. Check the main quest for details.
As we all know, poetry and language flow like...
What?
There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your sister. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try. So let's hop to it.
Let's see. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to commentate around all the dialogue, so I guess I might just be kind of quiet here. I'll look at stuff and be appreciative. Colorful games are important. Like, color in games is important, and it's so nice to see that this decade is probably going to be a very colorful
You can
one.
swim right over.
I am now wet. That's a weird statement. This might as well actually go faster. Okay, so here's our whole map. Oh, so it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh boy. Okay, it's not that huge, but it's pretty big.
Ooh, did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo. As much as they may want it, people in this world can never get a hold of powers as easily as you.
This can't be good.
It's a bit rude to say that about the power the gods just gave you. If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom. Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Animo. So perhaps, because you got power from the god of Animo, you can find some clues there. There are also lots of bards there, so perhaps one of them has heard news of your sister. Let's move then. The elements in this world responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely sign.
slime. Oh, I see. Really wanted me to do that. Okay, so we can also charge our powers. Not bad.
These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven. Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
Windblade!
Okay. So it looks like my wind powers are on a cooldown, and the big move has to charge up. Not only like charge, but it has to have time before you can use it again. Makes sense. Okay. Well, it's no Dark Souls, but realistically, almost no games. Oh, hello. Okay, so I can move the cursor around if I want to, but why? Combat knowledge. Alright, show cursor, got it.
Wow, what is that? There's
Wow, that was
something
frustrating.
huge in the sky!
Hey,
It's
you're in a
heading towards
tutorial.
the heart of the forest. We must proceed with caution.
Hey, you're in a tutorial. But what about this thing? And it's like, oh no, just pause. I know it's an online-ish game, but like, you can pause while I'm looking at a tutorial, at least for a smidge. Hello, what is this? Cursed as hell? Yeah, it doesn't actually look like I can get into this one. Alright. Oh, that's cute, because it's this ice slime. It leaves like an ice trail on the ground that I can actually run around and fight on. Well, that's pretty rad. Alright, yeah, let's... I don't actually know if it's worth trying to hunt these boars. Mainly because I don't have the stamina for it. Nor the ranged attacks. Oh, the patience? Hello, these look like bad boys. Hello, bad boys. What you gonna do? When I come for you. Hello. Now. Okay. Oh, that's where my HP is. I understand. These things make sense to me.
Windblade!
Well, that didn't work. I guess I'll just sit here stun-locking this guy. It's not like he's particularly dangerous. Alright, what has he got in here? Treasure chest? 2 treasure chests. Nope. Common chest. Dull blade enhancement ore. And exquisite chest. Adventurer's bandana, adventurer's experience, and a goblet of thingamadoos. Can I break that? No. Alright, so what can we do? Artifacts. Looks like I only have a couple of slots. So we've got adventurer's bandana, 4.2% attack power, 2-piece set, max HP increased by 1,000, 4-piece set, opening a chest regenerates max HP. That's kind of nice. We also have enhance. Okay, so enhance with 1-star materials, could enhance with goblet, so it's an EXP system. Makes sense. I'm seeing definitely a lot of mobile game bits here and there. Oh, I can enhance by just, well, not squandering things, but still. Okay, Durbo, got it. Attributes. Ah, level up. Character EXP material gives 5,000 EXP. His experiences are very beneficial for journeys into the unknown. Okay. So, it's going to cost me money to use these, but it'll level me up twice? 4 times, in fact. Max HP up by 300, attack up by... Okay. I feel like they're... Oh. My max level is 20. I was like, I feel like I'm leveling up crazy fast. And that's why. So we got talents, got it, constellation, is a thing, artifacts, weapons, right. Switch. So I got a dull blade, and another dull blade. Well, that's not exciting. Oh, well. I like what I'm seeing here. I'm not usually big on gacha games, but this one at least feels like they made a legitimately good game, as opposed to just like... Well, how would I describe it? A excuse to take more money from you. Still kind of wish this is the sort of thing that they would actually just sell for X amount of money and not have free-to-play mechanics built into it. Games as a service is dicey for a lot of different reasons. The biggest issue that I take umbrage with is always just, hey, what if the developers decide that they're not making money anymore and they want to shut down the servers? Would we get a offline version of Genshin Impact? Probably not, no, which always makes me super sad.
Huh? Look at that!
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Who's there?
That was close. Paimon almost got blown away. Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks.
Good thing you didn't pull my hair out.
Just what was that? Paimon thought we were gonna get eaten. It definitely has something to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon.
Is talking to dragons normal?
Of course not. Oh, what's that? There's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there. Let's go take a closer look. Be careful. Paimon doesn't have a good feeling about this.
Crimson crystal.
Paimon's never seen a stone like this before, so Paimon can't tell what it is. All Paimon knows is that it's dangerous. Best we put it away for now. Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
And I'm just going up these ranks and levels actually really fast. I think I'm going to save those character EXP books for a while, because clearly I don't need them.
Hey, you!
At least any
Stop
subsequent
right
one.
there! May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius. You don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves.
We're not looking for trouble.
That's what all the troublemakers say.
Hello, I am Durbo.
Doesn't sound like a local name to me. And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
Emergency food.
Hey! That's even worse than being a mascot!
So to sum it up, you're traveling partners, right? Well, look, there's been a large dragon sighted around Mondstadt recently. Best you get inside the city as soon as possible. It's not far from here. I'll escort you there.
Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason?
I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if I can trust you two just yet.
That's a rather rude way to speak to guests.
Oh, I'm sorry. Probably not something I should say as a knight. I give you my apologies, strange yet respectable travelers.
That sounded so fake!
Do you have something against the type of language usage prescribed by the Knights of Favonius Handbook? Leave it to me.
Okay. As an archer, Amber is ideal for taking down targets from a distance. Press 2 to switch to Amber. Oh. Okay. Art aiming mode. By attacking the slime. Can she not move while she's shooting?
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt?
He got separated from his sister during a really long journey. Paimon is his travel buddy, helping him to find his sister.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh. Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city.
What exactly is it you need to finish doing first?
It's simple. You'll understand in a bit.
Is that... Are you kidding me? Alright. Elemental skills. Some elemental skills produce different effects depending on whether or not you press and hold them. So, apparently hers is throw out decoy version of self. Distract enemies, I guess. Oh, I have to go up there. I really wish I could just sprint always while I'm out in the world. Maybe we'll get a character that is considerably faster later. Maybe. I'm just gonna keep grabbing that. At some point, it's either relevant or it has nothing to do with anything.
Told you I'd win! Quick, get it!
Okay, cool. Well, it looks like the longer I'm aiming, the more damage I do. Luckily, I
These
don't actually
monsters
have
have
to
been
press
getting
and
too
hold.
close to the city recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp.
Yeah, okay, this is kind of Breath of the Wildy. Except for as an RPG, which, you know what? I'm not against. I really appreciate the fact that you can just switch characters left and right. To some degree, it would be kind of nice if you could just have your companion characters out in the field, but that leads to some interesting functionalities.
Nothing to it. Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Barely broke a sweat.
Now that you mention it, how is it the hilly trails ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like this.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, stormterror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
Can I just... adventure? One thing I always hate about JRPGs, or JRPG equivalents, is like... because I think this is Chinese, is some part of me just really wants to go play the game. And the plot's just like, but don't you want to hear all of the characters talk? And I'm like, nah, give me a couple hours before I get to do stuff. Give me a couple hours to do stuff before you start yelling at me plot bits again. I'm probably, maybe, I don't know. I'm probably the minority in this opinion. But at the same time, Temple of the Falcon. Hello? I'll take it. Recommended party level 20. Never mind, not going in there anytime soon. Okay, attacking weak spots. Oh, so aim for the head. Makes sense. I'm still a little bothered by the fact that this is online at all, normally.
No, we just happened to be passing by. What are you cooking?
Seeing my ping in the top right corner is... I get why it is what it is, but that's always disconcerting in a game. It's like, why do I need to be online? I guess it's so you can't hack the it's probably so you can't hack the gacha systems that weren't gonna unlock. It's fair. Alright. So proficiency, so we can make mushroom skewers. Restores max HP, additional HP to the selected character. Revives the selected character, restores HP. Alright. I see. Suspicious egg. Okay, so that explains the the swing on the statistics here. Makes sense. Just wasn't really sure where I was supposed to click at first. I realized now in retrospect, yeah, it's super obvious. At the same time, look, it's my day off. I thought this wasn't coming out until tomorrow. Well, I'll play it anyway. Problem is, this really does feel like the kind of game I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to cut back a little bit on heavy story-based games, and I'm almost wondering if I should just play this somewhat on my own. I don't know. Too many long games is starting to drive me absolutely nutters, and so it's like, well, I don't know. How far do I want to go with this kind of game? I want to play it. It's just the question is, how much do I put in, and how much do I just kind of play casually? Who knows? I don't. Let's go into this city. I just want to raid a dungeon, though. That's my thing. Like, all this stuff, it's just extra stuff.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by stormterror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean, Defender of Mondstadt. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious stormterror will be no match for us.
Hope she knows something about the god of Animo.
Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that Hilichurl camp.
Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy, sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast!
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground.
It's so anime. Okay, click to navigate to quest objects. Oh. Okay, I got it. Cool. I've said this
used to be a
before.
bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local tavern near the city wall over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever.
I said it before, but I kind of wish tutorials were just like, hey, do you want, like, the more hand-holdy tutorial, or do you want the game to just let you loose? And if you can't figure it out, here's the... You know, here's the guidebook that you can look up. Because honestly, I don't really need to be told half the time how to play a game, unless it's weirdly arcane. And honestly, if I have to be told how to play your game, it either has to be factorial levels of complicated, or you did not design a very easy-to-understand game at first glance. And this isn't like the Cuphead criticism, it's mostly just like, games are actually pretty easy to pick up, as long as you did your job right. This is such a small quibble, at least right now. I want to just kind of glide through this and constantly being told, hey, here's how to do the next thing. It's like, I won't fight. I do appreciate the fact that the characters were talking at me for a little bit as we went by. Like, just little bits like that in a JRPG makes a huge difference. I'm kind of tired of playing JRPGs that are just like, hey, I've joined your party. Now I'm going to be silent forever. It's like, oh, come on. I should have just climbed that. Oh well.
So, the present I want to give you is a wind glider.
That's a fancy thing to give to another person right from the get-go.
Outriders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you, so you can experience it right away.
Wow, you're really excited about these wind gliders, huh?
Well, that's because the wind is the heart and soul of Mondstadt. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
Okay. I take it back. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. But they absolutely were like, hey, Breath of the Wild did a bunch of really cool things. Let's make a JRPG out of it. And you know what? I'm pretty here for it. I went into this with a level of negativity because this is a free-to-play gacha game. But I'm gonna be honest. They sold me at least on the basis.
The sky.
Huh? How are you staying afloat like this with just a wind glider?
I'm preventing your fall with the power of 1,000 winds. Now, concentrate. See yourself grasping the wind. Harness its energy.
Who said that?
It's the weird Invisiboy. The question is, why did this game suddenly turn into a rail shooter? I think movement doesn't do much for me, at least currently. Well, I'm just going to pew-pew this full-on dragon into oblivion. What even is going on? Oh, that was fast. How much does level affect you? I shouldn't actually be over-leveled at this point. I did use the 2 EXP books, but that was about it.
Are you hurt?
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Stormterror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. But everyone has their secrets, right? Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now.
You're welcome. So, where's the reward?
How about a traditional Mondstadt delicacy? Sticky honey roast.
I just heard about that one.
Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens.
The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
Can I go adventuring yet? I want to go hit stuff. Hey, dressing room unlocked. Never mind. I now can take off... Can I take off my pants? Is that an option? See... View character outfits. Awesome. So we've got Wings of First Flight, Wings of Companionship, Official Release Reward. Special reward for players on the PlayStation system. But, oh, it's okay. This is perfectly fine. But why do I not have this? I have no idea. Is that all? I can't... Well, I can't change anything else. That's fine. I'm going to save these for new characters, probably. We also have, apparently, Feather. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll take it. We already got the main boost that matters. Well. Now, does this cost stamina? Yes, but barely.
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
You flew for a bit. Level up. I'm getting some No Man's Sky bits here. Alright, let's go in. This is going to be a plot-heavy first episode, and I don't know where the heck we're going to go after this. I really was expecting this to be more open world.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable. Storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Guess we leave it up to you then. Where's the inn?
Hey, don't be such a slug. We should be a part of this too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With storm terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of storm terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Must be a local thing.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Am I free? Wish. Wish feature has been unlocked. Wish upon the sky filled with something. It's gone. Shop. Okay, Stardust and Starglitter you collected take new shape. Grant you power. Cool. F3 to make a wish. F3 to access cash shop. Alright, so I've got... Fate. Wishing item. See the... Okay, cool. Got it. And then we've got Primogen. Special currency, primordial crystalline gem that's beyond the mundane world. Shines with condensed hopes and dreams of universes that were. Now the real question is, what is this? An additional 7 quaint feints are needed. Okay. Beginner's Wish. 10 set, 20% off. First 10 set will receive Noel. Every 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least one 4-star or higher character. As a dutiful maid would. Okay, so we've got maid fighter. High. 5-star promotional characters can only be obtained in the specific wish during the specific time period. This is space French. So apparently, this is the boy we saw earlier, right? Gosh. Epitome Invocation. Probability increase every 10 wishes is guaranteed to include at least one 4-star or higher item. And Wanderlust Invocation. Jesus. Oh, okay. So this is the beginner's wish, but I have to do this one. It's a 10 set. You have to get all. You have 20 chances. I immediately feel actually kind of dirty seeing this. So we've got whatever this kind of wish. What is this? Intertwined Fate, which is, I guess, a higher tier version? Question mark. Is this all? Is there more? There's probably more. Gosh. I was actually pretty cool with this until we saw this menu, and then I started feeling incredibly gross. I think it's because I never play mobile games. The last mobile game I played was Monument Valley, like 7 years ago or something like that, and so seeing all this stuff is just like, I'm getting some really hard MapleStory vibes in a bad way. And admittedly, MapleStory is a completely different thing all the same, but I got one wish. We're gonna squander it on this and just see what happens. Because they're not giving me any more. Personally, from my perspective, I feel like this is one of those that... Okay, so I get Masterless Stardust, which I guess can be turned into some... I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I got a sword. Cool. I guess that's that. It probably doesn't matter. Like, chances are all of these stars are for, like, really peak play, and maybe you can even earn a fair bit of this stuff not by... Oh, meet Amber at the table. Okay. V to go here. I do appreciate that. Gameplay-wise is good, but it's always really painful when you're immediately just shown, like, and here's the cash shop, throw money at us. And it's like, I get it, but I've always been more of a fan of...
The adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared.
I've always been more of a cosmetic fan than anything else. I don't want to enhance this weapon. I want to throw on this weapon and enhance it with all the other trash. Oh. They gave me a lot of money, didn't they? I guess we're just gonna enhance this weapon. We'll just see what happens. Alright, we now have a level 11 sword. Damage is up. Energy is up. Okay, cool. I have nothing else to do. Well, this is my sword, I guess. Please let me switch. Okay. I gotta say, whoever their art team is did a decent job.
Blacksmith.
Can I just go elsewhere and fight things for a bit? Like, I get it. It's to set up and teach you how to play these games. My big problem always with games like this with a really, really long opening
The Blacksmith?
is... I think it's because I'm really big into roguelikes and some other games, but like, I could have finished a roguelike run in the 40 minutes that it took to actually get set up here. And I get it. They're completely different genres, but there's that inherent level of just like, I just want to go.
What?
I'm looking for a
Over
weapon.
there. Take your pick. Or if you need something else, I can make it on request.
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
Of course. I sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All in the job description for a blacksmith. All you need is the ore.
Where can I get the ore from?
Anywhere. Everywhere. You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need.
Great, thanks.
No need. I have other things to do.
Wow.
He seems like a short-tempered guy. Was it something we said?
Alright, let's go mining. Let's go into the world and explore. Is the storm dragon still attacking? It's certainly cloudy like it would be. Oh. Anyway, I'm running out of time here. This episode's gone on almost long enough. I think when it comes down to it, I like the basis that they've got here. I think I'm going to have to struggle with this whole free-to-play gacha system, and who knows if it's actually good and fair. I honestly probably won't find out whether or not it's actually a reasonable one until later, or if I actually tried playing another, you know, gacha game at some point. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I guess the only other gacha game that I've played in any recent memory was Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Which honestly drove me nuts, because it's just like, hey, here's all the cool characters. They take a lot of grinding to access, and it's like, no, don't do this to me. This is what reviews are for, but I bet this game was not actually available for most people. I know there was like a beta period, but that's really all I know. Alright, well, could go talk to the blacksmith, but you know what? I'm just gonna wander in a direction for a little bit, take a look at what some of these light beams are for, and I don't know, go adventuring. I see another god statue. I think it's another god statue. So let's scoot our way over here. Oh. This is the temple we're supposed to meet her at. Alright, you know what? I'll do it. No, I'm not. I don't have enough time, and if this cutscene actually runs long, then I'm in trouble. So I'm just gonna head this direction. So, base impressions are good. If the free-to-play is heinous, then I will regret, because if it's not heinous, this actually has merits of being like a pretty decent game. And if it is heinous, well, shoot. So far it doesn't feel like it is, but maybe it's later. I don't know. I'm rambling because I'm lost. I'm out of my depth. This is the old man event where I'm just like, ah, shoot, I don't understand these modern means of fleecing people out of cash.
Oh,
What's
it's
this?
one of those consolidated wind things. Let's head back to the statue of the Seven at Windrise and offer it to the gods. It's a statue of the Seven. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond.
World itself opens itself before those with noble hearts. So is this a... So effectively, these are the towers from Binding of Isaac. What am I doing? Breath of the Wild. There we go. And so reveals part of the map, gives me a couple of dungeon locations. These are the fast travel markers. I got it. This makes sense. Custom pins. It's got a lot promising for it. Okay, worship statue. What's this do? Statue rewards. So, gives me some EXP, anima sigils, and stamina. Sure, I'll do it. Increases my max stamina by an amount. Okay, I like that. I'm glad that not everything seems to be hidden behind a cash shop, just whatever characters I play. I think, you know, ultimately, I think I'd just be more comfortable with the whole gacha shop system if it was just like, hey, but for an extra, like, X amount, you can specifically...
In Mondstadt, people call them animalculi. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes.
If I could specifically say, like,
Some
hey...
stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animalculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings. Unlike others with powers, you don't have a vision. But then the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animalculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
Dialogue keeps getting cut off by itself. Alright, well, one way or another, like I said, I'm running out of time. So, with this, I guess it's a good stopping point, even if I'm lost and there's so much more to explore. I mean, truly, I don't think I've even earned exploring yet, because we still have to go do plot stuff. But I figured I'd wander off and do at least a little bit and look at a couple of things before we go. Cool. Hopefully I get to look at these things later.
Disappear!
Anyway, have fun with that. That is pretty satisfying. Let's see, I could go cooking. What is this? Or, no, I have to kill this bad boy. Wait, can I climb this? So I can. I appreciate that. Like, there's a lot of cool things here that I kind of want to mess around with. So, I don't know if this is going to be a full series, but I want to get further enough to see, like, hey, is this a solid JRPG on its own, or does the gacha system stand in the way? How's the multiplayer work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But we will have to do that on the next episode of... It's Genshin Impact, right? I'm not mixing this up. Yeah, I was like, I know it's not Gacha Impact, because that's a little too on the nose. So, I guess with this, if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, let me know, because I'm curious. I don't get into this sort of thing very often, but, like, if you were going to make a gacha game and put it on PC and PS4, I know it's also on mobile platforms, I have no idea how that works. I don't know if it's on the Switch either, but, like, if you're going to bring this to the big boy platforms, this is about as good of an entry as you could possibly go with. Which, like, I'll give them credit for. I'm just inherently suspicious of newfangled monetization techniques, because they usually end bad. But for now, at least, I like it. So, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.